I also remember that collab. That beautiful
Yeah.
collab where nobody talked with each other,
Yeah,
and I
that
was there.
was, I would still agree that that was my worst collab ever.
Welcome to Virtualism IN, episode 10, powered by the internet, presented to you by the World Wide Web. We have the boys as usual, and the man, the myth, the only leap motion VTuber in the Indian community, Sunherah Code. How you are doing today, Sunherah? How you doing, man?
Hello. I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. I'm doing very well. How are you? How are you on
Well,
this fine day?
Probably it's night, so I don't know.
I mean, the
Something.
day has just started. The day has just
That
started
makes
after all.
sense for me. I mean, I live in India, but I follow the American time. I'm like waking up late nights, and that's probably the reason that I give to my households, being like, "Why you stay up late at night?" I'm like, "Yeah, I live in the American time zone. Fuck you." And I know that's a lame
Understand
reason. So, how has everything been going? Like your streaming and everything, because I see most of the time you're like delaying stuff, and like just when you start, you're like delaying it like 10 to 15 minutes, and I'm like, why there's a sudden delay?
There's no delays, to be honest. It's
I
just
mean, I
the
have seen a few. A few of them. Like I remember when you had like was it the Battlefield stream or something? I don't properly remember, because I just watch your streams for you rather than what game you're playing. So I don't really see which game it is. So I just hop in. I'm like, oh, okay.
It could be any stream, to be honest, because I do tend to have like at least 10 minutes of gap before when I stream and when I go totally live. So there is definitely always 10 minutes gap.
Mm-hmm.
And
Like
in that gap, I tend to show all to my previous stream, the things that happened previously.
I think most of the time, like whenever I'm in a stream, like me and Mitch, we just sit in Discord. We are like, hey Mitch, Code is streaming. And it's like, huh? Okay, let's join. And we just watch along together. And like normally, whenever you see me, there would be Mitch lurking. Or if you see Mitch, there would be me lurking there.
Yeah, I assumed it. I assumed it. I kind of assumed it whenever you pop up. There will definitely be a Mitch somewhere. Because a Mitch will always be there. Basically, Mitch comes with you.
Yes.
You get a Max, you get a Mitch for free.
He's my gunman.
Yes.
He's my gunman.
1 plus 1.
Yes, 1+1.
Buy
1
one,
plus
get
1
one
offer. Yep.
for
The best
free.
offer. The best kind of offer.
Like it's also one thing like I noticed that I don't see JoqniX in your streams often is because I don't know when does JoqniX doesn't stream. Every time I see he's streaming. Every time, every second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is paid.
You could go on his Discord and be like, oh, he's with OnaXers for 23 hours.
For
I was like, what?
23 hours.
But today I make sure to spare some time and not stream for code. So yes, I did tune in. It was fun.
Oh,
Something
But
we
I
all
was
been
late.
waiting for.
But I was
That's
like,
totally fine. You came into the best time, to be honest. The best time where we were having fun. Instead of me being focused in the game where I was dying or fighting for survival.
Battlefield.
Well, no, it was
That's
beyond all
every
reason
day.
today.
Dude,
RTS
it was
strategy game.
literally every day you play Battlefield. It's like somebody shouting and you're like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I'm like, okay. And literally, I don't even care about what updates you put, like the fire thing and everything that you added, the plugins. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I love this guy. I'm just gonna watch his stream for him rather than all the stuff that he put into your streams. And I see Pat, he's literally spamming everything. He's like, yeah, fire,
Yeah.
code on fire, code on fire, code on fire. I'm
The
like,
knock thing.
yeah.
Yes.
I
He
love
loves
that. I
spamming,
did that
lot
so
of
many
stuff.
times.
He's
Oh my
famous
God.
for it. He loves it.
yeah.
Oof, that gave me scares. Like whenever I hear it with my headphones on, like normally other than streaming, I don't wear my headphones. So it just went knock. I'm like, who's there? And then I realize I have metal doors. I look back. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't have wooden doors. I just realized that, like, makes sense. That's why whenever I go out, I stub my toe. It hits harder than a wooden door.
Yes, that is true. The pain you get by hitting your toe is harder than anything else.
You know what's the best thing about it is that whenever I have this excuse that I give is like whenever I do something bad, I'm like, well, you learn from mistakes. Maybe this was my learning point where I need to learn, and I say that after I do the same mistake for the 1,000th of time. I'm like, okay, maybe you learn from the mistakes. You learn from mistakes.
Sometimes there's also a saying that not goes. Sometimes you learn from a mistake in a different way, where you keep forgetting it. Yes,
mean,
it's
I
really
mean,
true.
but
it has
imagine-
also happened with me. I don't remember which mistake it was.
just
But I
imagine.
had done that mistake several times, and then I realized why have I been doing this mistake? every
Just
single
imagine
time?
one thing: you do something today, and the next day you did the same mistake, even though you said that you will not
Yes,
repeat
I
it
get-
again. You do that, right?
Yeah, there's
Nice.
I have no idea how that happens. But it happened. You are like, I'm not going to repeat the same mistake. No way, I'm going to do this. Next time it happens, I'm going to ensure that it does not happen. And then it happens, and you're like, what the fuck?
Fucking
I thought all
serious.
of this nonsense yesterday that I would not do this, but again I did it somehow. What? How?
Fuck
How is this
assurance.
possible? Just
Fuck
how?
assurance, yes. I think at this point you need to have like that, you know, like written in your body. I'm like, oh no, don't do this mistake. What I think it was the Gajni movie, right, Mitch? Was it that?
For what?
The guy who has short-term memory
Yeah,
disorder.
it's
Yeah.
Gajni.
Yeah.
Americans.
Yeah.
Not
You
watched
should do
it, but I just know that the man was a tuckler. He had a memory loss, and
Yes,
everything
yes.
was on
That's
his
the
head.
guy.
What a beautiful reference that you know about the movie. Wow. We
man.
remember him. We remember him by that he used to write stuff on his body and like so
Yeah,
code is like
Kalpana was
Giga Chat.
killed.
Yeah, code
But he
Giga
used to write
Chat.
stuff on his body. I thought it was just on his head. Okay.
Nah, it
That's
was the
something I
whole
don't
body.
Now
It
know.
was his whole body. He remembered.
Ah.
Yeah. You had to write every event that happened. So every morning he woke up, he used to go to the mirror and be like, that's what happened. Okay, I'm angry now. And he used to go beat up people. That's the whole movie. He
I
wakes up, forgetting
We-
everything.
We used to call like our last benchers at Gajni because they always used to forget their copies. So we're like, oh, he became Gajni now because he used to write notes on his hand. Motherfucker used to write, like our teacher is like, oh, you didn't bring your notebook? Fuck it, write on your hand. And he used to write his whole maths lesson on his hand, literally,
Lesson.
Oh boy.
just to wash it away in the like later periods. And okay, very is good school I'm in, very good.
There was this game we used to play called Jolly. Where you
Jolly.
had to had like pen mark on your hand every time they would go, hey Jolly no or something. I don't remember now. So if you did not have like these pen marks on your hand, you used to give them Cadbury. It was bad. The
Yeah.
amount of Cadburies I've given to my friends because my hand was not inked.
The amount of cat. Also,
that
yes,
stupid
another
game
thing.
cost me a lot of money.
There is some weird music playing in the background, so just might ignore that because at this time of the recording, someone decided that because tomorrow is Saraswati Puja, we need to play music from 12
Oh
midnight,
fuck yeah.
and they're like
No.
literally
My
bursting
kind of people.
weird Bhojpuri songs
Oh no.
in West Bengal. Yes, thank
I
you.
should have just played some devotional music.
I
What is
mean,
this?
yeah, they're playing like some weird music and like some I don't know. I can't even listen to it. It's like auto tune. It's like all auto tune with like dub 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 dub.
Check if it has Wi-Fi. Connect to it and play Dhinchak Puja. Would be
I mean,
way more
that's
fun to listen to.
still better. Still better.
Eh,
Oh, remember that song like wow, kya ladka hai?
Oh no! no.
I feel when you don't even know what is going on anymore. You don't even know what's the discussion about. You're like, wow, what the fuck is going on? What is going
Right.
on?
That is why you have to be on the VC.
Yes, we normally sit on the VC and we talk like I don't know till 4 or 5.
Yeah, we play Bhojpuri songs over there.
Yeah. So yeah, if you wish to join
I'm
our
like
Discord server and
this.
have fun, join
Like,
in.
what
Link
is
in the
going on?
description.
What is this talk of? I'm like this.
Question mark.
Yes, question mark.
I
What
remember
are the
once-
people talking
Yeah,
about?
I
Why is
remember
this
once
speaking
we
Yes.
Chinese?
called Code in VC just to ask him if he has listened to this Goayan song, and I was like, okay.
Ah, yes. He
Pandit
did not.
invited me to VC asking, saying, Max wants to talk to you. And I come in chat, and I come into VC, and then you're like, Have you heard of this great Goan song that has come up?
Yes. I asked Pandit
No,
to
no, no.
call you. I was like,
Hey,
Code
wait,
might know
shut the
this
fuck
song.
up. Shut the fuck up. It was me. It was not Pandit. You told me
What?
like Code might know
Who
it. I'm
called?
like, yeah, I called him. Bro, you just
Ah, okay.
excluded me.
Pandit
Ah.
did tell me something in my
Yeah, I think he
Discord
did
chat.
that, but I
In my
asked
Discord
you,
server chat, Pandit
I was
said
like, Code,
something.
if you're
Yes.
okay, are you okay? Are you doing good? Would you mind if you like have some time to chat? And I was like, yeah. And then you came in VC and we were sitting and then Mitch was like, hey, do you know this Goan
Oh,
song?
right, that is how it was.
Yeah,
He
I'm
did
like,
not know that Goan song.
yes.
Bad.
Yes.
It was such a good song. They
Yeah,
dance weirdly on that song.
Oh my
Mm.
god.
Mhm.
Do
It's
they
a
even
quite
dance? It
popular
feels
song
like they
as well.
fight. I feel like they
Yeah, there was this fighting scene over the song, but it's a folk song, so it's an old folk song.
Oh.
Just like
Basically,
Masakali
when it's
2.0?
marriage. Yeah, no. Yeah, kind of, but
Yeah.
the singer are the same, so it's not really Masakali 2.0. It's like version 1, part 2.
The version 1, part 2. Yes, final season, part 2.
Yes, it's the first season remastered.
Well, speaking of everything else, let's jump into the topic. Like,
Yes.
so, Code, I really wanted to know how did you get into like this whole VTubing thing? Like, not into your watching them, but thinking about if you want why do you want to create content as a VTuber as a whole?
Well, first thing first was that I wanted to actually stream things back way some years ago, but
Mhm.
I was not able to do it. And then in 2020, I saw the trend Vtuber, and that reignited a fire of me trying to stream and make content. And here we are, about an year later, almost a year later. That basically reignited my fire of me trying to stream and do streaming content.
So it's like your old passion that got resurrected again.
Yep, you could definitely say that.
Which year was it that you actually gave up?
I actually never even started to begin.
No, I mean the idea that you would start someday or some month or I don't know. The idea in you that you wanted to start it by this.
The idea
Yeah.
was basically that when I had the right equipment, I'll start it. And I didn't have the right equipment for a lot of years.
I see.
Then I forgot about it because
Worked.
real life and all that stuff.
Mhm.
And then I saw VTubers trending. My friend recommended some of I think it was HoloLive maybe, but I watched that person. I don't remember which person was it.
Serotina,
Maybe it
if
was
I guess.
HoloLive, maybe it was not.
Serotina?
Who is No. All right,
Who is
Serotina
Serotina? Yes,
was
very cool.
afterwards.
Yes,
The
yes.
fuck is
Wow.
that?
Who is Serotina?
Yeah. What? She's a VTuber. A
Yeah, you
cherry
just
VTuber.
about like who's Serotina? Is like okay.
Yeah, I was confused I was thought for a second that you were talking of a group or something.
No.
And then it flashed me, oh, you're talking about Serotina, the VTuber. Okay. Yeah. When my passion was getting reignited, I actually saw Serotina. At that point, she was not even debuted yet. She was still trying to work around things, trying to figure out how VTuber things work. She was
So is
asking
it
questions.
pre-debut? Was it pre-debut?
She hadn't. No, she hadn't. Not. She did a proper debut. I think it
I
was with
see.
a 3D model, or was it a? I don't know. I don't remember
So
that time.
you
It
mean
was
like
early 2020.
older models like
With
when
her
people-
older
yeah.
model. Before that, she was actually figuring things out, how to design her character and stuff, what program to use, what to
I see.
do, and I ended up witnessing that journey, and then I thought maybe I should try becoming VTuber as well. Because so first I thought when I saw HoloLive or something, maybe I should give it a try, and because I did have that dream, and then I saw Serotina, and I was like, okay, I do actually want to do this. I do actually want to give it a try and actually do this. And it took me a lot. It took me quite a time because that was I think around July 2020, I believe.
Yes,
Or maybe it was even earlier.
I think
So-
when you came in, you did start with a Twitter post, and I remember I was
I
seeing
actually came in
Sakura's-
2021.
Yeah,
I came
I saw
almost
Sakura's
an
Twitter,
year late.
Twitter retweet that Sunherah Code. I'm like Sunherah, this sounds like I've heard somewhere. Like this is Hindi. Let's check him out. And then I realized, that literally are running a campaign of marketing. A
Yeah,
marketing
I
campaign out
remember
there.
that. Yeah.
I literally saw your like those banners that you edited, like your face in it. I'm like, wow.
I was
At that
like,
time,
what?
I wasn't even thinking that this could be done. I was like, okay, we could do it like a video or a PV. I was like, oh, you could do this? Then I realized that I do it on my mobile and you do it on your PC. So there's a huge
Oof.
difference. Yeah.
I think there's a good app in mobile as well. It does photo editing very well. It's basically called Photo Editor.
Oh my god. No, I use Pixar, the god of every.
I will
yeah.
link you this app later. It might
Yeah,
be
sure.
useful for you. It's a especially good app, and I tend to use it a lot if I do
Now I
if I
can
do
make
work
my-
with my mobile.
Now I can make my memes 8080 and send it to Mitch whenever he's in his
Oh.
job.
Yeah, whenever I'm busy, I'll get a
Yeah,
pop-up.
you know
I'll
what?
be like, oh, it's a customer, maybe it's my client.
And then it turns
Nah,
out to be Max.
fuck you. It's like, oh, what is this stupid video?
Like, hey bro, wanna see a chicken coughing out a cigarette? Like, fuck you, mate.
But the worst part about that is, whenever you go watch one reel,
Oh
you
yes.
like get the urge to swipe down, and then you keep swiping, and then oh, I just wasted 1 hour of my life swiping on a screen.
I feel accomplished.
Oh,
I'm so glad I
accomplished.
did not go into that kind of a scenario where I just keep swiping and watching
Bro.
videos. Oh wait,
No, 'cause
that's me.
it's like,
with Reddit
the-
instead. Okay, never mind. That's me with Reddit instead.
It's
That's
the
what I do in Reddit.
algorithm. That's what I hate. It's like, you like bikes? Here you go, bike.
Bike.
You like anime? Here you go, anime.
Wait, one
And
time.
then you just get fixed.
By the way, I just wanna know, Mitch, is it because you normally use your PC more than your phone? That's the reason why you don't like have the urge to like sit on your computer, but rather than sit on your like watch your phone more. Is it because
Yeah, I
of
don't
that?
use my phone at all. Like if you know, Instagram has that feature where you can see how many hours you like
Mhm.
were on it.
Yep.
It's like 20 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day. That's it.
Bro, I've been like, I like sometimes I've even been like 24 hours on my phone. Literally no fucking break. I was coming from a trip and like I was in the bus riding. I literally, my phone was in my hand like 24 hours and I had using it for 24 hours. No sleep, no food, nothing.
What?
Just had a
How do
bottle
you
of water.
how do you live 24 hours just on your phone?
Wow.
Did you not even get off and have something to eat? I'm
No,
kind
we
of
didn't.
worried
We
about
just,
you
we
right
just
now.
had we just had like a egg toast in the morning, like when we started our journey, and a cup of tea. And the bus didn't stop because we were coming from like Sikkim or Gangtok, I think. Yeah, coming from Gangtok. Sikkim is a whole of it. We're coming from Gangtok, and I think because of some landslide or something, the roads were blocked. So they were like, we can't stop in this middle of dark road. We need to go somewhere. And also the bus didn't have any food or stuff. So they just kept on going. And when they reached Kolkata, it was like even late. So it was again 24 hours. And when we literally came down, we went to a hotel. And I swear to God, the bill, oh my God, it was like 10,500.
Excuse
The
me,
first
what?
ever
Oh.
time,
Wow.
we ate food more than 9,000.
Bro, Kolkata is quite expensive, I see.
Wow.
No, I
I-
believe it was the entire charge of the bus, right? It was the entire people total charge or something? Or was it like just
wait.
your group?
No. It just was like my family and me, like our own. Okay, and the
That's
bus.
a big family, bro.
Yeah.
We had like some of my mom's sisters, and then it was me, my grandparents, and my cousin, and a lot of others. So we were there, and
So
then-
they're like
Okay, that
20
makes
people.
sense.
and everyone had like
Chicken.
I don't know how the math works. I don't know much, but I remember one thing that my brother, no, not my brother, sorry, my cousin. I was so sleepy. He had a chicken leg piece on his mouth
Oh boy.
and like a lollipop, and he slept.
Oh my
Motherfucker
God.
slept on the table.
Oh.
You should have left him there.
We thought he choked. We thought he choked. So my grandmother slapped the back of his head like.
Oh my god.
And the leg piece
Oh
came
my
out to my grandfather's plate.
Oh my
When he
Just-
started eating it.
No,
Oh, nice leg piece. Nom nom nom.
he woke up. He woke up and he was like, "Mom, are we home?" and everybody was ready to just slap the shit out of him.
Oof.
Oof.
They were like, we should have left him dying here.
I was like, and I know then everything was going, and then there was me. I was having biryani. I was like, nice entertainment. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. He's not dead. Fuck.
Fuck.
Here you go, have some biryani. Brother, have some biryani. You might choke for real now.
Joke for real now.
Maybe it would be good for our family, you know, eat biryani.
So anyways, driving off the topic. So Code, I just want to ask, you literally showed us some of your setup pictures, if I remember back in the day. I still have them.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I want to ask, you really have a big setup compared to any other. Normally, if I say India as a market, not many of them have this kind of highly built PCs and all the equipments that you currently have. So
That's true.
I really wanted to ask you that what made you that inspiration that you have to buy all the equipment. Like normally for us, we try, even though we have the essential money to buy a particular product, we have this thing like, let's do it for cheap because we may use it for good later. So was it because you earn a particular amount of living or expense you have that is budgeted, or like you have this urge that I can do better with this equipment, or if I have this or I need this, I will buy it, kind of like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, when I wanted to upgrade his PC, I had a pretty good stable job, so I didn't really need to worry much about my budget and stuff. So when I upgraded this, I got the the best of available component back then. Like I got the 2700X, which was pretty great in 2019. It was the top of the end line back then. I paired it up with a good amount of RAM, but I think it was 16 GB,
27.
16 GB RAM.
16 GB RAM on 2019.
Yeah.
Oof.
I mean, as I said, I had a budget. I had a good job.
It was quite high, the RAM prices back then.
No, it wasn't. I think I bought the 16 GB for about, I think it was around 4,000 maybe.
Oh,
It was pretty cheap.
I bought 8 GB for like 6,000 in 2018.
Right, that was the timing. Yeah, in the 2018 the
God
prices were
damn
up. In 2019 the prices were going down. In mid 2019 the prices were going down. So yeah, so I got that. So basically my entire PC. Well, I'm showing it to JoqniX. Whenever I'm pointing to JoqniX, I'm sorry. But
This
my
guy
PC
right
on
here
this
is my
side.
computer.
So yeah, basically my PC. Well, when I got it in 2019, it turned out to be pretty high end. And in 2020, early 2020, I got into Star Citizen, which made
Yes,
me
yes.
grab more of the RAM to make it upgrade to 32
Yes.
GB.
Oh my god,
So,
your
yeah.
tweets. Oh,
Yeah, I
Star
remember the
Citizens tweets. Oh my god.
So that is how as for my storage, that definitely did increase as my demand increased. Like when I got first, it was just for the games. Now it's also for my recording and all that stuff, all the VTuber content creation stuff. So that also went up. So that is one of the up in when I started VTubing, along with the tracking device.
You know what? I feel like the meme. Where Code, Mitch, and JoqniX is like with the OK sign over my grave, just because I'm a laptop user here, the only laptop user here.
That's all right. It's a laptop can be
At
decent,
least you
can
are not able
sometimes
to
not be
upgrade it,
decent.
so you won't really waste any money.
Yeah, that is. What?
That's one of the
But I
best
need
reason to
money
buy a
to
laptop.
waste. I need to have money to waste.
It's like it doesn't have enough components in the market to upgrade them. You just have to buy the new laptop.
I mean,
Yeah.
that is components. The thing is, when they manufacture
Yeah, I
the laptop, it is supposed to be compact. So they like literally cram every single space available in there. And that
People
means
buy them
you have to be an
and cry
absolute
about
pro
being hot.
in dealing with
I think I have
removing all that up
I have
and
a
fixing.
I have a tough gaming from Asus.
Nice. I have a rough pad.
Oof. I mean, it is a decent laptop if I remember correctly. You did tell
Yeah,
me
it
the
is.
specs.
It was
It's
it
Ryzen
was-
5, 1650,
Wait,
and
shut
8
the
GB
fuck
RAM.
up. It's Ryzen 7.
No, Ryzen 7. Oh yeah, it's the
Yeah.
laptop variant of like Ryzen 7.
Yeah. Funny thing is that the online price for this is 41,700. But at that point of time, there wasn't like the delivery wasn't they weren't accepting the delivery, so we bought it offline, and the offline cost was like 81,000.
What the fuck?
Oh.
That is 2 times the price. What the fuck?
Yes, and I was like, Mom, can we wait? And she was like,
At that point, Tomata as well has just gone to a nearby
Build a
city and
computer.
gotten it out of there.
yes. She was like, you know what? Fuck it. If you told it, right? You told about it. I can't wait anymore. I don't know when the money will go out of my hand. We have a lot of paychecks to fulfill. And she went and like grabs the nearest laptop. I'm like, at least you could have bought like ROG.
You should,
with that amount of
maybe you
price.
should have say Max. Maybe you should have requested. I will just go to the next city and go and buy it from the whatever big store is that.
Oh,
There's
the
like
city was in
Digital,
lockdown.
Chroma,
The city was in lockdown. The city
It was
in
back in
lockdown.
2020.
Back in 2020.
Oh.
Everything was in lockdown.
Oh fuck. Never mind.
Oh,
Sorry,
Yeah.
I have prayers for you.
bad year to buy a laptop.
Yes.
The worst. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, I had my computer, and then it was working fine because most of the stuff were on my phone. I did it on my phone, and then recently the rumor spread that you need to buy a laptop, and then college is gonna reopen, and I was like, okay.
That it is true. The requirement did go up when the COVID.
Because I was I'm doing the BBA degree, so mostly I have to present presentations, and obviously I would not want some of my friends to feel that I don't own a laptop, even though I have even though I feel it talk like I am such a technical guy kind of. So I just bought a laptop. I was like, if I'm gonna buy a laptop, I'm gonna buy something that actually helps me streaming. But then I realized that just
I bought a
never
laptop.
buy a laptop based on the Intel i7, Intel i9, RTX 2080. Just don't buy it by reading that, because it may be he gave you a first gen processor of Intel i9, or gave you a graphics card of Nvidia 2080 with VRAM of less than even 1 GB. I don't even know if that exists, but one of my friends bought Asus VivoBook. He has probably
It comes with a Ryzen 5.
yeah. He has a 1660, and he was like, "Hey yo, I got more. I got like 1660. You got a 1650, loser." And I'm,
With 3
Okay.
GB of VRAM.
yeah, and my man, couldn't even run fucking Minecraft on it.
Oh boy.
He says
Wow.
VRAM doesn't support it. He says it like he went.
VRAM doesn't support it, yes.
Yeah. He went to
Even
some
my
guy.
2012 computer will put shame to that laptop, to be honest.
My old 610, GTX 610 would play Minecraft.
I didn't
better.
even have a GPU back then. I'm saying something.
I had
I think it
to
was
buy
some
one.
Intel processor or something in that system.
Core 2 Duo.
Even like I
Yeah, it
could
was
beat that. I like
Pentium.
integrated
It was
Intel graphics. I've integrated Intel graphics and Pentium 4. I could even beat him. Like I used to I used to stream with this computer.
Yes.
And now the monitor is what it's left.
Love how we are shitting on Max's friends now.
I
It's like,
mean,
yeah, we've shit
It's
on
totally
Max,
fake,
now
it's
we
totally
move to the
fake.
friends.
It's
Now we
1
move
plus
to his
1.
college.
I mean,
plus
four or
whatever it
not
is.
all of my friends. Not all of my friends. Most of the dumbest friends that I've made. And
I know one of them.
Oh. Okay, that's a story for later, but that was that happened recently. That happened recently. I went, oh my god.
Yeah, that thing. Oof.
Oof.
We'll
Should I
save
tell
that
it?
for later.
Okay, let's
No.
save
We'll
it.
save that for the next podcast.
Yeah.
It's way more funnier. It's a whole movie script. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Anyways, I would like to also know about, like, you really have this thing going on when you debuted, like the strategy games, right? So is strategy game really like your niche? Like you really like to play strategy games? You shifted to FPS later. You were mostly like strategy things, like Civilization, as I know, and then I also remember that collab. A beautiful collab where nobody talked with each other. And
That
I was
was,
there.
I will still agree that was my worst collab ever.
I
It
know.
was
yeah,
such
that one,
the
yes.
worst collab ever.
I was there in the chat. I was like, why aren't they talking? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck? And then I asked you like, dude, what a collab. And you told me on stream, I was like, this is the worst collab I ever had.
We on
Yeah,
stream?
I muted the output to those guys, and I just said it to
Oh,
my
okay.
stream.
This is the
Okay.
worst collab I had.
There's no way.
Everyone, I wonder what he even thought, like this playing a strategy game and collabing on a strategy game would be
I mean,
like fun.
see, here's the thing, right? I was new to all the things back then, and I went through a group. So there was a group. There's Vtuber help servers, right? So I went to one of them, and there, one of the people that was part of the collapse asked for people for what was the game again?
Civilization?
What was the game? No,
Crusader
it was not
Kings.
Civilization. It was Crusader
Okay.
Kings 3. So
Oh,
they
yeah.
asked for a collab for that, and since I owned the game, I said, why not? It is a strategy game, and it is kind of in my niche, so I said, why not? And I went with it. Then we did then we get to the stream, and they're like pretty much dead. Before that, they talk, and then as soon as the stream starts, they're like in their own world. I even checked the chat, and one of them has no chat. The other person has a. I don't mean to say anything bad about it, but basically, at least if they were busy, I would at least understand something. Like one of the guy was busy that I can get. Other guy was not even busy. Yeah,
I think
it felt so lonely.
One was a
you
girl
know?
and one was a
No, both of them were boy. One
No,
was
I
a
don't
boy
know.
with a girl.
Wait, seriously?
Oh, one of them had a girl character, female character.
Yeah, they were a transgender. So yeah,
Okay, please don't attack
or
me.
whatever the term in America is.
Please don't attack me.
I'm not attacking anybody.
No, I'm not talking about you.
Oh. So yeah, but my first games were actually kind of variety if you look into it.
No,
My first games
Civilization,
were. I was trying to be a
Crusade
variety
King.
streamer back then.
Clash of Clans.
So
maybe
I had
some
a
other
focus.
strategy game.
Yeah.
Like you're like Civilization, Kings, Crusade, maybe Clash of Clans. Maybe
I
Clash
didn't.
Royale.
I don't think I streamed Civilization. I did stream the Crusader Kings 3.
No, I know that I know about it because that's the only strategy game that I know on PC. Okay, so I'm just referencing it
got it.
whenever I'm having like. So I normally there's a strategy game like that reminds me of Code. That reminds me of him.
Hello.
Seriously, whenever I see a strategy game, that reminds me of Code.
Have you not played Age of Empire?
He did.
I
No,
did.
you-
It was
you-
one of
I
my first
knew.
streams. I think if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, it was my 7th stream.
Yes,
Did not
yes.
play the remaster one. I wanted to play it. I was like, it's for 40 gigabytes. I was like, nah, no way I'm getting a game of 40 gigs where you just have to use your mouse.
Clash of Clans.
I mean, you don't
Nothing
have to
else.
just use your mouse. You have to use your keyboard as well because keyboard has keyboards.
Yeah,
and
you
stuff.
can use shortcut if you want, but I'm a mouse user when I play strategy games.
Oh, that's
Way
totally
easier
fair
to
enough. That's totally fair strategy.
Yeah, considering my mouse has way too many keys. It's like 10 keys on my mouse.
Is it by chance a G502?
It's a 402 and the other one is the 500S.
Oh,
And a 102 as well.
You stick that
Way
with,
too many.
You stick the right click with a shoulder.
Oh, yes. My right click is on the left. That's the fun part.
Oh boy.
So I use one finger to do both things, right and
Wow.
left.
Wow.
Freaking awesome. And now I've changed my mouse and I can't use my right click again.
She
Because
will
my
be so
brain is
happy.
like, fuck it, move the whole hand to the left. It's annoying now. I'm
he called
retraining my
me.
head.
He called me. He was like, "Oh, maybe I put I like use less shouldering, and this is like letting loose, and this is not working." I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? He called me when he was fixing it, like literally screwing the mouse, and I was like, "Bruh, is it
I had the whole
alive?
PCB out.
Is it alive?"
Yeah, everything is dead when I open it up.
Oh my
Or
god!
it becomes dead.
But yeah, I wanted to ask, what made you buy Leap Motion Code?
basically the hand tracking feature. I wanted to have hand tracking, so that is why I ended up getting it.
Wait, was it too expensive at that time?
I mean, it is still expensive. I believe we'll have to import it. It costs like what, $60, but I
really?
think that comes down to about 7,000 rupees, and then you
Yeah,
have to pay the
it's
customs and
15K
import.
here.
Oh yeah, we need to import.
All
that?
right, they import to you and they put their extra charges.
But
If,
seriously,
if you're
I saw
buying
it on
locally,
Amazon India. I saw it on Amazon
yeah.
India.
back then it was not
Bro.
available on Amazon India.
Oh,
I think
back
that was
then you
only
mean? Back then you
Yep.
mean? I see.
in
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 2020.
Before the boom.
2021,
Before the
sorry.
boom, maybe.
No,
Sudden boom of product.
I was
I
in the
think-
middle of the boom though.
No. I don't mean the boom of VTubers. I mean a boom of products availability suddenly. Like PC parts were not available on 2020.
Yeah. Pandemic
Ah,
time,
okay.
yes.
You mean back when
Yeah.
in 2021
Yeah,
when
yeah,
everything
yeah.
was returning to normal? Okay.
Hmm.
I actually placed this order from a separate website which was based outside of India, and then they sent the shipment to here, and then I had to pay the import duties and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Ah,
If it's over 2,000 rupees, you have to pay it. It's
Yeah,
annoying.
I think no, it was even more than that. I think.
No. If your product is above 2,000,
Yeah,
you have to pay.
yeah.
the-
That is true. That is true. That is
yeah.
true with the import duty.
Back in the day, I ordered like supplements from UK. I just paid the officer 500 rupees and took the package. Fuck the customs. Yeah,
Nice.
Russian gang.
If you have like if you send it through something like DHL or FedEx, they tend to handle all the paperwork.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely hassle free. Like I ordered my leap mission did come through DHL. I had to just submit them the papers and they handle all the paperwork. But then I got a receipt like, with their own charges as well as the import charges. And yeah, I had to pay that stuff.
It's
But it was such
prepaid.
a hassle-free experience because holy hell, those custom guys take it forever. Like I think one of my packages was like almost a month or two in stuck there. And it was just a figure. It was just a figure. It was just stuck there for 10 to...
I ordered cat ears, okay, back in August.
Oh my
And it
god.
still
no.
hasn't reached me. It's freaking
Has it
January
reached the
next
customs
year, bro.
though? The question,
Yeah,
has it
it's
reached
in
the customs?
India. It's
Oh,
in Indian airport.
oh boy.
Yeah, it's in the custom office.
Last drag, bro.
They probably
My
have
200
forgot.
rupees.
They probably have forgot. Wait, you paid it?
Yeah.
Already paid?
Yeah, it's prepaid. It came from China through wish.com.
Oh.
Now it's in airport for the past 6 months.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
makes
it will
sense,
take... wait,
Makes
it's
sense.
that long. You might as well just call them and ask them what the fuck is going on. Give them the
might-
receipt and the tracking number, and you might
I'll just
get
go
help,
to
or they
the
might ask
frickin-
you to pay something.
But the problem
Depends.
is, I don't know which airport it is on. It
No,
just says
you don't need to
Indian.
contact the airport. Just contact the customs office, whichever
Yeah, I'll
office.
try
Even the
it.
nearest office to you can do. Just
'Cause
call them or
it's-
even email them, and that should help.
Let's see.
Or just go like a normal guy on Twitter and be like, hey, why are you not working fine in India? Me not getting services.
Bro.
Never get the package.
yes. So,
Give me my cat ears, bro. I need to
yeah.
cosplay.
I remember like whenever there is something weird going on in the explore feed of mine, I always see some or the other guy adulating a company, asking them why is this service not good, why is this not good, why is that not good, and they and they always say this, can we swipe in our DMs, slide in our DMs like that, and no one never knows what happens.
No,
in
the thing
DM.
is, sometimes doing that to it actually helps you out in a sense
Yeah.
because you get the publicity, and that might make the poor company that you complained against actually do something.
But sometimes
So yeah, that is one
there are
way
so
in
many.
this modern
Sometimes there are so many that most of them gets erased or never reach because the working hours are over, so they don't read many.
Yeah,
of
that is
them.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the next day there's new phase of complaints coming in. So
You keep tagging them every hour.
yeah, and they're like, oh, I told them that I tweeted them last day, and now they are not caring about it. I'm like, bro, do you know how many complaints they receive?
Yeah, that is indeed true.
Yeah, they're like they anything happens, they blame the guy, the customer care guy. Like, my product isn't good. Fuck, let's call the customer care guy and shit talk him. Like, hey you, why did you make my product like this, huh?
I love the
what?
feeling. I will never get how people are like that. Like to think that customer guy controls everything. They have no idea. The customer service has no idea what the fuck is going on.
They're like, oh,
He's like,
this company provides this service also. Oh,
Yes.
I didn't knew that.
People ask me like, why is the stuff that you sell like made like that? I was like, I don't know. I just sell the stuff.
Indeed.
Look like a factory. It's stupid shit.
Oh yeah.
This-
Talking about factory code, what's your what made you Sunherah Code? Like why you went with the factory and that theme?
What made
What's your story with that?
Well, for the Sunherah, basically, I wanted code in my name, and there was no good way to make code sound. And I wanted something that felt Indian, at least a little bit.
I see.
Ah.
Being a proud Indian army.
Yeah. So in that time, I was searching something up, and then what was it? Yeah, I actually first went with a Japanese name. Like if you go to my Reddit account, it is called Sunherah Code.
Sunherah Code. I was
Yeah.
like, Sunherah
I-
Komodo? Who is that?
No, yeah. That is the Sunherah. Yeah, that was Indian word. It was definitely golden, but but my translation was wrong. So it ended up becoming Sunherah, and then I fixed it up, and then what do you say, merged the two words together, the golden and the code, and thus the form Sunherah Code came to
Yes.
fruition.
The code
Yes, yes.
industries.
I remember
As for the code industries, it was basically a name that I've had a lot for a while. Like, I don't know when I made that name up, but the code industries has existed in my mind. Like whenever I dream something about making a business or something, I will
Future
always think code industries. It shall be code industries. It shall be code industries.
Can I get
So-
a job there?
Oneday.com. When we become an official company, you shall get a job there.
Yes,
Free job
we
for
will
you.
call you
Okay.
Chandi Meow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, do you remember that time for our GTA collab with Sosan where you showed your company, Code Industries?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I think who was it who asked, can I get a job if I work in your company and stuff? Yeah,
Oh,
this,
right. Was that somebody did ask that question? I don't remember who was it.
so this reminded me of that moment. Yes.
So yeah, as you can see, here's JoqniX provided an accurate example that in GTA it was also called Code Industries. The name has been here for a long time.
I saw that stream.
Yeah.
I think, was it you, Jock, and Sushi, right? Or who was it? I forgot.
No, me, JoqniX, and Susan.
Sosan, yeah.
You, Jock, and Sojin. I was watching, like, most of the time I was watching Jock's point of view. And you were just coming in with a truck and then, like, blowing shit up. And I don't know what was happening. You got a tank and everything.
It was a real fever dream, if you want to ask me.
Nah, that was
It
me.
was like-
That was me trying cheap LSD.
Now Meow also owns a GTA copy. So
Yes, yes.
we can blow shit up together.
Yes, yes.
I have big shit in my account as well. Bigger
Nice.
tanks. Oof.
So yeah, the first version of Sunherah Code, right? Like then you had your redebut, upgraded 2.0 version where you totally changed all of your content, right? What made you
Yep.
made that change?
Well, first of all, the actual change was my model change. I basically did the redebut for the model change. But then when I took the break, I had the time to think things over. And I was quite thinking a lot. I was thinking a lot.
Yes.
And I was like, it is about time I change my strategy from becoming a variety gamer to doing something that I actually truly enjoy. Because in variety, I had to come up with different games. And there were definitely a lot of games that I did not enjoy completely, even though I was streaming it. So I was like, okay, it's about time I change it. It's about time I decided to settle down on some games and use those as my base foundation. And there I met Battlefield because, with Battlefield, I had already played 2042. And that actually, once again, we are back in the topic of reigniting fire in my heart. Back when I was a kid, I used to play 1942 a lot. I loved 1942 so much I would spend almost entire day playing it. And because it was not official mod and stuff, because there was no official support, I lost a copy and the rest was history. Then came 2042. Reignited the Battlefield in me, and since it was not launched, I decided I should try Battlefield 5 and Battlefield 1 out, and that is where the consistency for that came out. And I also wanted something that was on a strategy, which I again enjoyed, and which you had a lot of variety in. For that, we came with Beyond All Reason. So these are the 3 games I ended up settling into, and followed by that I do keep some section of variety around, but yeah, that's about it. That's how I went from total variety to almost no variety to where we just have Battlefield and Beyond All Reason.
And you started doing shorts too, right?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it started-
the
that is
shots
also
are
the-
doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is when I took the time to think things through during the break, and this is where I think changed things up a lot.
Yeah, that Salman Khan thing.
Yeah, that was also one of it. That was also part of it.
That keeps popping up and I keep clicking on it. I was like, yeah, Fuck yeah, kill that shit.
Oh yeah, you were into
that is good.
Forza, right? I saw a lot of
Yeah,
streams.
yeah, that's
He did one.
I mean,
Forza.
no, I actually just tried Forza for the sake of trying
Yeah,
it.
I remember you
Yeah.
clipped it and you were like, Max, even your
Fuck it.
clip is there. I was like, Like that 69 thing, my Meowcat Max 69 are going on. Like every time I
Oh,
pop
right. I
in a
did actually
chat,
start with the Forza in
Yes.
the start. Yes, yes.
I was like there.
Yeah, I
I was
did
like 69. What your
Yes,
opinion
yes.
on the number 69? You're like, okay. It said something. I forgot what you said.
Even I don't remember, but yeah.
And
That
the
was my
bread
first
thing.
impression. This guy comes in and asks, "What the fuck is your what is 69 to you? What does 69 to you mean to you? Enlighten me." Max is like that. And I'm like, wow, what? That is quite a guy who loves 69.
yeah.
That is
Then
actually
came
my.
the
That is
bread
the first
army.
time I think I met you truly in that stream, in the Forza stream.
Yeah, and then I remember like when you hopped in the VC for the first time when we were planning a collab, was also the first time when me and Mitch were meeting.
Yeah.
We both met each other exactly at the same time. For the
Yeah, so
first
it's
time.
like me and Code met each other for the first time. Yeah. And
Yeah,
Max,
me and
me.
Max, and then me and Cole. also.
I met both of these at the same time, the
Yes.
same day.
Mitch was helping me make a 3D model, and then Code was like, so what games do you want to have a collab? And I was playing Ghost Runner. I was literally playing
Yeah.
Ghost Runner. I was screaming.
He was trying to jump
Yeah, you
the
was dying
wall.
so much. You're just dying
Dying from the
and
same
dying
guy.
and dying. Same guy, same place, same level, same position, everything's same. It passes the same way.
I'm making the model. I'm like, hello, what the fuck?
The beauty of the first
Yeah.
impressions will never go away.
That's when they plan the horror game or
Yeah,
zombie
we're
game
playing
thing.
the
Yeah.
zombie game, and then no room in hell.
Yeah, they
and-
kept dying
yeah.
in the same room the way they started
oh,
again and again.
No, we didn't actually die. We were stuck in the same room, to be honest,
Yeah.
because we
Yeah, we
didn't
were
know
stuck in the
where
same
the
room.
exit was.
And I was like with a bomb there. I was with a bomb. Like,
Yeah, bro.
should I-
Now you
should
should
I
die
try it?
I died the
first. and
first few
Code
times.
just laughing.
yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
should I throw it? Should I throw it? I threw it. Code was literally there in front of the bomb. I was away. I was in the corner of the room. But guess who died? Me, obviously.
Lol.
So yeah, the first few moments we died, and then we were stuck there because there was no instructions on how to clear that level. There was no instructions on how to clear that level. We were just stuck. Me and Max are like literally doing rounds in that,
That was
same
the
map
whole
again and again and again.
stream.
And we didn't want to leave the take server because
Yeah.
it takes a lot of time to join a new server.
Yes.
And
Because I had
finding
a
a good
mobile
server is
internet.
also
I was
another thing.
streaming from my mobile internet back then. I remember.
And then this guy joins us. This some
Yes.
guy.
Yeah. A random
He
guy.
makes it the problem solving. Oh my god, that
He
guy
gets
has
into
helped us so much.
Yeah, he just came in, and then me and Code were like, "Oh, what should I do? What should we do? What should we do?" Then suddenly Code said, "Hey, how did he go up there?" I'm like, Oh, and then we find the other door. And it was right where we started.
And then with the help of that guy, we managed to clear that map and we find an exit. I
No,
get down
we
into
didn't find an exit. We didn't find an
No,
exit.
no, we
You
found an
died.
exit.
Firstly, you died. You died actually first. You died.
Oh,
that door.
right. I was dead.
Yeah.
I think you guys were able to find that exit.
Yeah, we find exit, and
Ah.
then you were resurrected. You were resurrected. Then when we passed a checkpoint, and then
Right.
yes,
Yeah.
and you were
Okay,
like, "Let's
correct,
go,
correct.
let's go."
The
and
passage, you went into that passage, and
Yeah.
then the zombie horde surrounded you guys.
No, it was
and-
not a zombie or it was a weird spider thingy. It was a very big
no, that was in the
spider-like
end.
monster.
That was in the end. That was in the end. The big half spider, half monkey thing.
Okay.
I-
That
yeah.
was in the end.
Yes. Remember the laboratory hall that we went through, and then I kept
Yeah.
dying.
They came from
right,
the
yeah,
left
yeah.
and the right,
Yeah.
and Meow keep getting inside that weird
Yes.
passage.
Yes. I used an M16, but still I
Yeah.
fucking died.
He even
Damn,
picked
you
up a
remember your
shotgun,
weapon,
saying,
bro.
"Yeah,"
Wow.
and then a katana, I think. No,
No, I didn't
a
have
bat.
Yeah. A
You
bat.
had something to bash them, and they just surrounded you and killed you. Laughing so hard. I was like,
Oh,
yeah,
that
fuck
was
yeah.
that was the only good stream. Then we have, I think, Left 4 Dead 2. We are planning it.
That was just
Yeah,
a
we had
mess.
after that, we
was
had
a
left
mess.
for that.
That was a mess because I looked at Code. I was like, Code, how are you able to use so many mods? And I'm like, oh yeah, he has a PC. Better.
Everyone's a VTuber and they keep loading different mods, like
Yes,
crashing. My
yes.
game crashed. My game crashed.
Wait, I think
That
I
was the
remember
whole
the
stream.
Pekora or like Sakramiko.
Yeah,
We were-
Sakura Meiko, Korone,
Oh my
Pekora,
God,
and
we're
Marine,
playing-
I think.
And code was like yeah, you need. I have my body pillow. I'll never gonna leave my body pillow. I literally had for med packs I had Pringles and other stuff, and like I think I had a cola for like a bile juice or some shit. That was a good stream. That was a good stream. I could literally
Yeah.
make
that's
out a
quite
lot of
different
clips out of that.
Mhm.
It was like that was a great stream. And like when we were planning it with Stayed, okay, Code was like, "Oh, let's play Left 4 Dead." I'm like, "Oh, I don't own the game." And at that very point of time, the game was 69 rupees.
69.
Code literally gifted the game to me, and then Stayed was like, "So Code gave Meow his 69." I remember his exact word.
Wow.
I was like, okay, I see where this is going. My sword has been flipped towards me.
Oof.
I think back then and still now, Meow used to have this bruh culture going in everyone's chat.
Yeah, like everyone has this like.
It still has it though.
I still has it. Like
Yes.
like somebody have that UK drill thing. Some might have that American ghetto thing. I just have my own shit right here.
When we spam codes, stream with bread,
Oh.
baguettes, bread, everything.
Yeah, like and a bro gang. Like if you're a bro fam, spam bread.
Just spam
And then you're
bread,
supposed to spam all the breads in it. It was
Yeah.
so many breads. Just
And
breads.
that
breads.
हंसदे चेहरे दे मतलब ही नहीं है.
Oh yes. Oh, that is a gold clip. I lost that channel though. I lost the channel. I feel bad.
You should.
But yeah, Code. So, what made you transition into this experimental kind of interactive streams, like trying out stuff which no other VTubers were doing at the moment in our community, in Indian VTuber community?
I don't think anyone's doing it right now as well.
Like I think before I started, I did a little bit, but I stopped. Then I saw Code picking that up, like using Touch Portal, using Streamer Board and everything, and making it so interactive. I think
What
you
is
had
more?
your one stream where you made chat play Battlefield or something, right?
Yep, I did that.
Yeah. It's so
Yeah,
fun.
so indeed, it was quite fun. It was a quite a fun experience. Or it was kind of short, but it was still fun because I think one of the my relay bot stopped working then. So I mean, it was not processing things as fast, if I remember correctly. So we ended up stopping it 1 hour in or something. But until then, we had quite a lot of fun with it,
Yes.
where my chat decided to control it, like WASD, arrow, shoot, run, shift, throw grenade at myself, throw rocket launcher at myself. Everything was possible. It was quite fun. As for the interactivity, I think it was when was that? I actually knew of Nutty and all that while I was researching for VTuber and OBS
Yeah.
stuff. I came to know of Nutty back then itself. That was late 2020. And as for integrating all of that in, I had the touch portal. So I don't remember what my inspiration was exactly. I just wanted something that everybody could have fun with. Channel points, but in my own way. Twitch channel points, but in my own way. That's
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
wanted. So I decided to do that, and I enjoyed it a bit. So I decided to venture into a mode. And here we are, where you can just light me up on fire or turn me into hentai.
A low
Hentai
quality.
sensors or yes,
Yeah.
low resolution quality.
And I see you've been you started the stream both on YouTube and Twitch at the same time.
Yeah.
What made
Yeah.
you do
Yes.
that?
First, it was basically it was because YouTube started giving me some issues. It was basically an issue with my ISP and YouTube. So I started having some issue. At that time, I thought, why should I not try Twitch out? Maybe things will resolve over there. So I decided to try it out, and I think I had a bit of an issue with that as well. And then I discovered Restream.
Restream, yes.
I hadn't discovered this Restream. I know Restream, but I decided to give it a try because even with Twitch, I was having the issue. So I decided to give the Restream a try. And as Arigo was using Restream, I asked him, how does it do? He said,
he is.
it works. It works nicely. And then I decided to do it. I believe I used Restream for one stream on Twitch, and it flashed me. If I can do Restream, then why should I just stick to doing on one YouTube or Twitch? I
Yeah.
could just do it on both. So that's when I started multi-streaming.
So you are not affiliated on Twitch, right?
No, I can't be affiliate because Twitch does not allow
Yeah.
affiliates to multi-stream.
That face.
Wait,
yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Yep. You can stream,
I'm
but
leaving
you
Twitch.
cannot stream it together with Twitch. You can stream
Yeah.
it separately from Twitch,
Yeah.
but you must not stream them together.
Wait,
And plus,
so,
if you get like, what is that Twitch thing? After
uh,
you get an affiliate partner,
It's a
Yeah,
partnership. Yeah.
partner. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh.
then you can't even do anything on
No, no, no.
YouTube.
It
Only
it-
highlights
no,
things.
No, you can do the same thing. At least Nutty confirms it that is the case. Like I watched Nutty stream, he confirmed
Same.
that there is not really much of a difference with affiliate and partnership, except that you have to have more hours and more goals and stuff.
so it's like
basically.
you need to put
Oh,
more
certain
on the
watching.
platform.
Yeah.
Wait, so
that.
Code, about your upgrade thingy, do you ever wish like have this thing like to try out 2D? Because most of the people I don't know about
I did
the
actually,
rest.
yeah,
You
yeah. I did actually want to start with 2D. I was even in contact with some 2D artists back in 2020. But the thing was that what do you say? They were full and they were not able to. At least the artists that I found that I liked, they were not able to do the thing at least until mid
I
2021.
see.
And at that time, I decided, okay, fine. Why not just try a 3D model out? So I did that. I decided to make my own 3D model, which was the model you saw back then when my debut. And I used the leap motion. And then I found how much of efficiency a 3D model gives you over 2D. Because
Yeah.
you get a lot of things. You can convert your 3D model into a lot of different things. Like you can bring your 3D model into Unity. You can modify it.
Yes.
You can even use it on making videos like MMD, which I'm doing right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can use it to even to change your things. If you want to change your clothes, you can change it. As because this was
I
made
think the
in
funny
Vero,
thing
you can
that
change your
most
clothes
people
easily
try
without-
to use their default model and they stream it. They're like, oh,
the default model back then was absolutely bad.
yeah,
It was absolutely
yes.
horrendous.
Yeah,
Even,
yeah.
now they had made it better, but back
Yeah,
then
with
it
the
was
new update,
quite
version
horrendous.
1.
I mean, you
Yep.
can have proper good models if you like at least modify some of it. I mean, for God's sake, you just change the hoodie and you were like, oh, this is my VTuber model.
I mean, here's the thing. If you actually looked into things, if you go to Boot, there's thousands and thousands of free items, free clothes,
Exactly.
free eyewear,
Yeah.
free skin, free
Exactly.
everything available for you to customize yourself to make yourself look quite different.
Yeah. And like this is the reason why you should watch our podcast where we talk about all this stuff and how you can efficiently make your model and everything. So yeah, be sure to check our podcast.
And then
Yes.
check the Virtualism podcast for all kinds of tips and tricks.
Yeah. Like, look at my model. Mine is everything on my model is from Booth and Twitter, except for my glasses. The glasses are mine, original. The glasses that I wear.
Wait, how
no,
did
everything
you, how
else-
did you have that? How did you put it there?
I clicked a photo
Oh my
and just removed the background
my
and put it
holy
on my
shit.
model. Fuck yeah, boys.
Pro editing. Pro editing.
Yes,
God.
yes. And
Beautiful.
some of my facial, like my skin, my eyebrows, that things are mine. My hair is mine. My ears are someone else's. My eyes are someone else's.
Okay, it's a Frankenstein. Got it.
Yeah, I was bought. I was built, not bought.
Wait, so I want to know what were your some of the Indian VTubers that you might have seen, but not talked or not haven't seen any of their streams. Just seen them. I think just no, not have you have seen the streams. Like you have just seen them streaming. You didn't talk to them. You didn't chat on their streams, but you just have seen their character in the streams. How of an impression you had on about them? Only Indian VTubers I would like to know about.
I mean, the only Indian VTubers I've actually watched is you, JoqniX.
No, not right now. Back when you started, because you might have known that there was someone might exist, right?
No, I did
You
not.
really- you
not
did
until I
not?
actually was debuting.
You did.
Then I
not?
discovered you, Suzuki, for Sakura, and
Okay,
Akira.
At that time, what kind of impression you had about each of them? Like you might have had impression, right? If I assume.
I don't honestly remember, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
You are like a bruh man. You're just bruh 69 nice bruh 69 nice bruh. As for the other, JoqniX was like the JoqniX was more the master of OBS back then for me.
Oh my
Like-
god.
Like
Yeah.
he had all this cool stuff and features. He used clear and board. He was like, wow, master. He's master. He knows stuff. He knows his
Code
stuff.
is like, Sensei, please teach me.
Teach me your way, Sensei, please. I beg you.
If you ask JoqniX, he knows. I have asked him so many questions.
Yes. And I asked
just
you
like-
as well.
just
what
like-
does this do? What does that do?
Just like how I asked you about how I can mod Left 4 Dead 2.
Yes.
But yeah.
The only difference was you asked me while we were on
Yes.
stream.
The only difference that I asked you the basic things, but you asked actual shit, Josh.
I mean, it was still basic compared to what we now know. It was still quite basic compared to what we know. But yeah,
I think I never buy any games, so it was like unknown to me. I never buy any Steam games back then, so it was super unknown. Now it's quite okay.
nice.
Yeah. And also, I just saw the time. We went past the 1 hour mark.
Well, you can always cut something out.
Yeah.
You can always cut me out. You can always cut you out. You can always cut.
Cut.
Chop.
Got mouse PP out.
So, Code, what is your thought on the Windows 11 thing that most of the people are having problems? And like, I have also faced similar
Joke.
problems. And Mitch literally didn't even like upgrade. He literally,
Yeah.
I think
Nice.
You're asking the wrong person. Even I have not upgraded to
Bro,
Windows
the
11.
first
No,
thing.
I
Windows
mean-
10.
No, I mean, you might have seen some like things that you might have thought like, who even asked for this? Kind of like,
I don't know. I don't tend to keep up with things that I am not
Don't care about?
currently into.
Oh,
So in
okay.
this case, I'm not into Windows 11 that much. So I don't.
No.
I have not kept up with what kind of features and stuff it has.
Jock upgraded to Windows
Oh
11,
my
right?
God.
Yeah,
Oh my
I have
god, those
seen
crashing
documents.
days.
I upgraded
Our
it.
podcast, bro.
Yeah, I upgraded it. I was like, Jock, should I upgrade? And he told me, yeah, it's cool. I upgraded, and frick, my PC was in a boot loop. My laptop was in a boot loop. I don't know why. I then started it. Then I started opening a game. It didn't work. Nothing. OBS starting crashing. Valorant starting crashing. Nothing was working. The only thing that I was able to open, that I was able to access, was my Google. I searched and I realized that Windows 11 was still not fully out yet. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going back.
You made a good choice. You can now wait
Yeah.
about 1 or 2 years and then you can decide on upgrading it to Windows 11.
I'm literally not ever gonna upgrade. If that makes me wanna change this laptop, I'll be like, fuck it, I'm gonna build my PC. I'm gonna sell this. At least I can sell this to some guy who doesn't know about laptops. I gotta, hey, yeah, bro, you got a 1650 with a Ryzen 7. 7, you know the number 7? Like i7? Yeah, just
nice,
not
nice.
much. It's not much, just 80k. Yeah, just 80k. Just 1k less that I paid.
That is fair enough. Totally fair.
This is business.
Yes, business.
Yeah, we made a lot of loss. Now I'm gonna scam you, my customer, after 1 year of
After 1 year.
quarantine. First bakra of the year.
Max made one person made Max Bakra and then Max is going to make the other guy Bakra.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy
And then
another.
the-
I'm gonna buy
that guy
another
will make
50k
another
laptop.
Bakra.
Now I'll make another 50k laptop. Like I'll use it to the worst, and then I'll be like, "Hey, yo, you wanna buy this laptop just for you? It's like price at 60,000, but just for you, I'll sell it for 49,000."
Now you go to the place that sells it for 40 and go to the same guy. Be like, what is this? What is the price of this laptop? He's like 80k. ये लो मेरे से 70 में खरीद लो. We sell him the same fucking laptop.
That reminds me that sorry, I was drinking water. Oops, I said the wrong thing at the wrong.
Some
It's not
people.
bad.
That reminds me that there are some literally places that are dedicated to telling you the lowest price possible for your laptop. Like back in you live in Mumbai, right, Mitch?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that road called again?
Lamington.
Yeah, Lamington Road. I went to sell my laptop in Lamington Road. Back then I was a kid, so I didn't know stuff. I was like, uncle, ये मेरे को laptop बेचना है. I want to sell this laptop. How much will I get? The laptop was basically dead. The GPU was dead for it. So he was like, only 2,000. Only 2,000 मिलेगा. Why? Because सब कुछ खराब हो गया. ये fry कर दिया. It then opens and actually shows it to me. Luckily, he was actually right about it. The entire thing was fried. But before I went to that guy, I went to other guys and they were like, 100 rupiah. I will only give you 100 rupees.
100 rupees.
What the fuck?
Yeah. When I was making my own on PC, there was this guy. Like I went for the quotation of every store I went. I think I got 50 quotations from each shop, and there was this guy who followed me every shop. He's like, hey, I have to sell my laptop. I have to sell my laptop every. I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Just sell your freaking laptop, bro. He came to me. He's like, he's following me with the laptop. And the worst part is he used to forget his charger at like 2 or 3 shops before. Then he used to go back, get the charger again.
Oh,
Just to leave his charger at the shop because they used to check everything. It was so fun. I miss that guy. Maybe he hasn't sold this laptop still.
Legends say that he's still searching for a perfect buyer to sell his laptop. He's still searching.
Yeah. And he was like super sketchy. I was like, yeah, I want to sell my laptop, sir. Please. Do you have the bill? Yes, bill. सब कुछ है. कपड़ा इसका, pant, shirt, सब लाया इसका. बेचो. Back then the prices were super high.
Well, Code, any future collabs you plan with any VTubers that you would like to?
Like, what are you asking me? Yeah.
I'm asking any future collabs that you would like to happen with any VTuber that you like want to have a collab.
I do actually want to collab with you, JoqniX, Sushi, and Ariku again. I do want to do a collab with all of you again.
I mean,
one day.
speaking about Areku and Sushi, like I've seen this like literal chemistry with you, Areku and Sushi. How did this all like form? Like this chemistry form up? Because normally when I saw you are like not that much connected with Areku, you're just with Sushi. You and Sushi made a perfect duo.
It all changed. It all changed with your Yaoi stream. With our Yaoi stream.
Oh,
where Areku, Sushi brought in Areku.
Uh-huh.
And that is where I met Areku complete. I mean, I had met Areku, but that is where I had my first experience with Areku. So
experience.
that Yaoi stream was where we became the chemistry we are today now.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and then we proceeded to have Factorio.
Yeah,
And
the
we
Factorio
learned-
one. Oh my
Yep.
god, I still love the clips. I've watched them and I was like, every time. Normally, the main point of the Factorio collab was to bully Areku. Literally.
It was to bully Areku, it was to bully B, it was to bully Sushi. Well,
No.
Sushi was no bullyable.
Yes.
It was like
Sushi,
exploring.
Yes, he was like the Chad. He was like, you know what? No. Reverse
Yes, he
Uno.
was like, no. I don't remember the clip where he was like, he was inhaling the smoke from one of the vehicles. I love inhaling the smoke of this carbon thing. I even made a clip out of it.
I think I haven't seen all of the clips yet, but I've seen some of them that popped up. But yeah, those are all about like Areku being bullied.
Yeah, that was true. But I mean, he did the most hilarious stuff. He would go into the Bucks forest and he was like, someone send help. He did not even request that. He did not even say that he was going to go and target those bugs. Then he's like, oh shit, I'm dying. Help. And then in the next episode, I go and do the same thing. Forgetting that Areku had done the same thing and I suffered the same consequences. I'm like, oh shit, help, send Areku, help Sushi. And then I die.
Oh, what a beautiful ending there. And then I die. Lovely. That was like the best collab, to be honest, because looking back, that was probably the last collab you had, right?
Yeah, the Factorio collab with them was definitely the last collab, but I did actually do a different collab after I did redebuted.
No, I mean three peeps with 3 people.
Like
A collab
what
with
do you-
two VTubers, like 3 of you guys playing collabing together. Like that. Like you,
Multi-collab.
Areku, and Sushi. You 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the
Oh,
last.
okay, you mean
3
us 3?
Yes.
Yeah, that was definitely the Factorio stream was definitely the last collab we did together.
Yeah, so it's like you started with another three people collab in the beginning with strategy games, but it failed. Then you rejoiced yourself with a good 3-person collab. And that was definitely your last 3-person collab.
Yes.
Yeah. Wait, the Yaoi stream was the first collab.
No, I meant not that. I don't mean that. Like when you play strategy games, right?
Yeah,
There are
yeah.
these two other people, and that
Ah.
was you, three, including you,
Oh,
three of you.
okay, got it, got it,
Yes,
got
that
it.
was a failure. But then the same collab, like the topic was different, the game was different, the people were different, but the same collab about three people,
Yes,
playing,
yes.
collabing, became a
Indeed,
success.
that is true.
So,
Indeed.
what any like I would just ask this. I don't think that you actually like are into all this stuff, but
Yeah,
what
sure,
do you
sure. Feel free to
yeah
ask.
what do you think about the situation currently in India, and any things that you think that might happen in the corporate side of VTubers in India? I don't think they exist right now, but uh, what are your thoughts on it, and what do you would like to say?
I mean, there definitely is kind of a market for it. The issue is definitely that we have more mobile gamers than PC gamers, so it's kind of harder to market PC game. There is market for it, but not as big as the mobile gaming would have you. So
Mm-hmm.
suppose a VTuber decides to become a sorry,
PUBG Mobile
the-
VTuber.
yeah, PUBG
Free
mobile
Fire
VTuber, COD MMO
VTuber.
VTuber in India, in Hindi or whatever local language.
Yes,
It
regional.
might pop them off because after all the audience will want that. But then you run into issues which I believe almost every single Indian YouTuber has now faced, especially the gaming one, where
Hmm.
they keep doing the content that they don't love. Like I remember I reading or watching 3 or 4 people who were YouTubers that
Mm-hmm.
started the thing with PUBG. They grew because of PUBG, and then they were like, I
Oh.
want to do something different, and they were
Oh
stuck.
yeah. I know. I
I
know who
believe
you're
our
talking about.
community is still not ready to accept the different kind of games that is there, especially the mobile gaming community, because
Yes.
after all, they are mostly just children or teenagers.
Not
They
even
are still not.
games, I guess. No, like different types of content that they consume in day-to-day lives. Like mostly watched on Indian YouTube is like three things. One is PUBG Mobile, the
Hmm.
other is Free Fire, and the third is GTA 5. These three are
Yep.
the top watch videos on YouTube on India.
GTA 5 role plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is there. I guess that is also there.
Mm-hmm.
There's also isn't there Garena? I think there's
Garena, yeah,
Garena.
that's Free Fire. That's Free Fire. Garena
Oh,
is
okay,
a
that's Free Fire. Okay, okay, okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
I might try Free
As for the
Fire.
corporate, I think if people push for it, like we have already see Project Starscape doing pretty good in my books.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that there will be some more corporates coming up. Maybe not now, but they should be here.
I think when
soon.
Nijisanji IN did a failure, it was marked in everyone's
Yeah, that did
yeah.
actually. That might have actually set back some of the corporates that were planning to expand here.
Like HoloLive sat back. They were like, they closed their application and everything. They shut down the project. They were like, okay, this market is still not ready. Nisanji was testing the waters, I feel like, at that point of time. So
Possible, but then again, the biggest thing was that you barely knew of them. I actually came to know of it when I was trying to become a VTuber myself.
yeah, makes sense. A
That
lot of
they
people had
were-
that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of wish they had maybe tried to do something different or maybe tried to help them.
For me, like in the lockdown, I had so much time, and then also back then I was
Yeah,
also
that was one
curious.
of the biggest features. The lockdown gave you so much time. They could have cemented themselves, but who
Yeah.
knows what was going on in the background? We don't know what was the big picture in the
We
background.
can just guess. We can just assume and put our thoughts into it. So
Yeah, but they could have definitely cemented themselves as a big.
true. They were
Indian
growing
VTuber
good
community.
though. They were going good, but the only thing was some of them didn't even know which audience they were targeting, which age group, which demographic they were targeting. One was targeting the Southeast Asian countries. So one was.
I mean, she was doing well, no? When you look at
Yeah.
subscriber count
Yeah,
differences,
because she was
and
targeting the community that already
in the East
knew
Asia, yep,
about
yep.
it. Yeah, they already knew about that. Vihan was targeting probably Indonesian and the Filipinos or other communities because he was
to
mostly
be honest,
into,
he was like a mix. One moment he will do FPS, another moment he will do racing.
yeah.
He did seem to have passion for racing.
Yes,
but
yes, he
He
did.
will jump quite a bit. So you will get like FPS, you will get racing, and there will also be GT. I think was he doing GTA?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't doing GTA. Some
Okay, that might be somebody else. Yeah.
And then there were Adya. She was the only one targeting the Indian audience. But
Yeah, I do remember Adya
Yes,
doing a lot
yes.
of Indian things.
yeah, like there were only two people who were like blatantly, literally like glorified in the Nishan Jayan was like Noor and Vihan, and Adya was like there's like Where am I? Why am I?
I believe Noor had the perfect idea on what she wanted,
Yes,
what
yes,
people she
that-
wanted to interact with.
yeah.
Vian and Adya were definitely quite a bit lost in what they wanted to do, where they wanted to go, what kind of content they wanted to do. And I believe Vian, it doesn't help that Vian had some issues with his internet, I think.
Yeah,
Was
he
it his-
did. That's the reason why we had an invite and we invited him on our podcast. And he was like, on once he was like, sure. And then we're happy that okay, like it was just starting of our podcast and like a Niji Sanji collab is happening, like podcast collab. We're like, okay, yeah, good. It was so hyped up. Everybody in the community was hyped up because the community was small back then. Everybody started tweeting under Vihan's tweet where he accepted my invite to the podcast. Even JoqniX, Zuki, everyone was like hyped up. Sakura's were commenting like, "Oh, our boys are big now!" Yeah, like me and Sakura was there, and then the ISP thing happened. He literally
Yeah.
said like the ISP thing, it doesn't work out. And then I chatted with Noor in Instagram. I still have a DMs there. I chatted with her. I was like, so we have this podcast. I'd like to invite you. And then she was like, tell me more about it. So I told her more. Then the thing happened is the date thing came in. Whereas sadly, the date we had for recording and the time we had for recording wasn't matching with her. And then she was like, okay, this is not working out. I'd like to pass it. Well, okay, makes sense after all.
Yeah, that is
But
fair
hello.
enough, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was definitely something.
Yeah, that
But I
was a
was
hell
still
of a
saying that.
ride. Hmm.
What do you say?
I was said that was a hell of a ride back then, I guess.
Yeah, that was a hell of a ride. I didn't even expect that they would actually graduate when I was entering. I was like, I will see them grow more or something. And then
Yeah.
I hear the announcement after it was like they announced it in the April first week, I believe. Yeah,
I
they definitely
think
did that.
like that, sometime like
Yeah,
that.
so I debuted in March or mid-March, and I was hoping that I will be able to see them more. And then they made the announcement that will be graduating the 3 Indian Vtubers by April end, and yeah, it was kind of sad.
Yeah.
It was quite
Yes.
sad, not kind of. It was quite sad, to be honest.
Well, I feel like it's been like too long, and
Yes.
it's already been like
1 hour.
past 1 hour.
Yes.
So, Code, would you like to like say anything before we do our outro?
Well, the first thing I'd like to say is that people should try to stand out more in design. Like, I definitely seen a lot of VTubers that just use the basic thing. I can literally just see the the avatar
Default.
itself and guess that it's not. There's
default.
been barely any modifications done.
Yeah,
so I would like to
default.
say that at least put in some effort in trying to distinguish yourself if you want to grow an audience. Not to say it's a bad thing, but there is a free source available which is called boot.pm.
True.
You can get all kinds of facets from there and do that. Second, ensure that your quality is great. Like I'm what I'll say. The quality is kind of important. Even if your stream itself might suffer in video quality, as long as you're good audio, you won't have that much of an issue because people can hear you clearly with good audio. So
Yeah.
those are the two tips I would like to say. One, to have a good audio, and two, to distinguish yourself, especially if you're a VTuber, to make yourself look different. Don't try to look similar to the basic characters that come with Vroid.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I would like to say and end the podcast with.
So yeah, thank you for hanging with us tonight,
Hanging
and
us.
And thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you very much for inviting me.
this is
It has
this is the best most fun collabs we had
Yeah.
normally.
It has really been quite a fun experience.
Because it was relatable.
Yes, it was relatable.
Yes.
Makes sense. That's yes. So, anyways, as I already did the intro, and I'd like Mitch to do the outro this time.
What? You want me to do the outro?
Yes,
Come on, do it.
motherfucker.
Oh,
Yes.
oof. Okay, boys, thank you for joining us for this podcast. I would like to thank our guest, Sunherah Code, for allowing us, interviewing him. If you don't have time to watch our podcast, you could watch it on Spotify as well. No, we have Spotify, Virtualism IN. You could search it on Spotify. You would find us. We have a Discord, link in the description. You can find a lot of people there, meet a lot of new artists, new talents.
So that you don't make the default shit again.
Yeah, make
Yes.
make yourself distinguishable, as Code said. Stop using default shit. Make
Yes,
your
please stop
hair
using
at least.
default. I would like to please just do this one thing. Even if you can't do the audio thing, just stop using the default. Because that is, but first impression is always important.
yeah,
When people
last-
see you, you're using default, they will just leave. They won't even try to talk to you once you see that they're using the default thing.
Too much bullshit. I leave.
Yes.
So yeah, see you in the next podcast. Till then, see ya.